Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 43 of trying a new makeup product every day. So I was filming this whole intro to the Tarte Shape Tape Matte Foundation and realized I hadn't actually pressed record. So that's why I've already started the process of trying out this new makeup product. But a few things that I said that I will repeat are some of the claims about this foundation. So this foundation retails for $39. It's vegan and cruelty-free, which is great. It claims to have an airbrush full coverage finish. It claims to smooth pores, to be creaseless. It also claims to be hydrating and free of flakiness and cakiness. And I know that flakiness and cakiness were two issues that I dealt with the hydrating version. So I'm very curious to see if this matte version of the Tarte Shape Tape Foundation looks good on my skin and doesn't give that flakiness, cakiness, creasing, all of those issues that I dealt with the hydrating version. I primed my skin using a primer that I know that I like, the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. And I just went ahead and started applying it to one side of my face so that I can use a brush and see how that works. And if I need to go in with the Beauty Blender on the other side, I can do that. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this in and see how it looks. So something that I'm definitely noticing is that it looks very orange on my skin now. When I originally swiped it on, it looked a lot lighter than it actually ended up on my skin. So it definitely oxidized and had a color change. So I definitely need to blend this down my neck. What's going on with me today? I feel like I may have not been recording while I just did the other half of my face using the Beauty Blender. So I'm not seeing that much of a difference between the side of my face that I used the brush and the side of my face that I used the Beauty Blender. But I do feel like it does look a little bit smoother on the side of my face that I used the Beauty Blender. So it's really not giving me that full coverage, and it doesn't look all that airbrushed either. It is emphasizing the texture on my skin. It looks kind of dry and you can see my pores. I am getting a tiny bit of creasing under my eyes, but other than that, it is actually staying pretty smooth on my skin. It's really not giving me like creasing in other places, which is good. It doesn't look as flaky or as cakey as the hydrating version, but it still isn't looking super smooth or airbrushed or all that hydrated. I do have quite a bit left in this little sample packet, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some additional coverage, blend it in with the Beauty Blender because that looked a little bit smoother, and see how it builds up. So a second layer has been added. However, up close, it does look cakey. It does show all of my pores, all of the texture in my skin. It did blend out pretty nicely and it did build up to be quite full coverage. Something I do want to test out is how a setting powder looks on top of this foundation. Maybe it will help smooth it out. So I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder on maybe just like my cheek and see how that changes the cakiness of this foundation. Okay, so that powder really didn't make much of a difference. It still looks just as kind of flaky and cakey and dry, not super airbrushed or smooth. One last effort to try and make this foundation look a little bit more natural is to go in with my Urban Decay setting spray and see if that will help smooth out the foundation at all. Okay, no, it's still really showing my texture. It's not looking super smooth, still looks pretty cakey. So maybe in pictures, this could look nice if you're from further away, because my skin does look pretty even and airbrushed from a few feet away, but just like up close in person, it looks like I'm wearing a lot of foundation. Because I did put a lot on, but I have other foundations where I can put a lot on and my skin will still look smooth and natural. This definitely has that cakiness to it. So I really did want to make this Tarte Shape Tape matte foundation work for me, but I think I have to say that day 43 of trying a new makeup product every day was not very successful. This product is not something that I plan to purchase in the full size. Thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup products that I try every day, and I will see you tomorrow in my next video.